a a breakaway could be beneficial. I tell people all the time, you gotta take time away for yourself. Okay, I am the poster child for that because anybody in those boxes, especially, I think his name was Resurrected, and a bunch of other people in the comments, and I can tell you that I went hard, man. I went hard for probably a good solid year and a half, and I was out there, and one day, one day, it ended up catching up to me, and that brick wall was there, and that brick wall did not move, man. Did not budge, not one bit. Uh, that brick wall did not move one bit. I hit that sucker every bit of 45 miles an hour because I was gunning. So I've had time to sit down and I've had time um, to reflect on the actions of the day and think about it. And yeah, exactly. Um, and I had time to sit down and I've had time to think about it and that. And the one thing I could say is it's very rare for me to be this calm to somebody, but I know the situations behind what me and you spoke about this morning on the phone. That's why I'm calm. Um, as long as the people here, I got everybody coming up. Hold on a second. Um, as long as everybody here is content with the accountability in that, I would say that take your time to um, you know, focus on yourself. You can't be out here trying to, play Superman and you can't even, your own backyard's not clean. You're carrying around all such stuff. I know somebody came up. What was it? Glam. Are you related to this? I think that you are, but I don't know your account
Yes,
name.
I am.
Okay. Did you have something to add? He is. He's been here, but he did apologize earlier. I took comment for his actions, but I will let you speak.
My big thing, and I don't really care at this point because I've already said my piece through via voicemail, whether he's heard it or not. And I meant every damn word I said, and I stand by it. And until I am verbally told by my name and by those girls' names that he is apologizing for bringing our innocent children into his mouth, I don't give a dang what anybody has to say. So unless my name is used and unless those names are used, I don't want to hear it because that was a personal attack on my children and on other people's
You don't
children.
want to put your kid's name out there.
No,
You
not
don't
my
want to
name.
put
No,
your
I
kid's
want
name
my
out there.
name. My name is Samantha. Their names are
Okay.
Amy. Their names are Kayla. We have names. Our children were brought into someone's mouth by no reason, by no reason whatsoever. No one. I wasn't even making videos. Not recently, anyway. I stopped because it's not worth my time. I let it go. But then when I hear that somebody called my child outside their name, at that point, that is something that needs to be addressed personally to each and every one of us because we deserve that because our kids are innocent children that should never have been brought into this in this first place.
So do you have
I understand that.
do you have Snapchat? Do you have my Snapchat?
I have Texas on Snapchat.
Okay. If you can get with them, just for the sake of children, I don't want to bring them up. If you can get with him, they can get church into a call later on, and y'all can
Yeah, that's fine.
discuss. Yeah, I just want to keep that's why I'm here. That's why I got brought in. I'm
I
fine
appreciate
with
it.
this, and we don't. Kids are off limits. So yeah, kids, we'll leave them off. If you want to say address her, church, address her directly, not the kids. Leave the kids out of it. But if you want to address her, or if y'all want to take it off Snapchat, that's
Church, you where you can turn your camera on? You where you can turn your camera on?
Yeah.
I want you to look at that woman down there in that box. I want you to look at Texas. And I want you to sincerely apologize to what you've done, what you done and what you caused them, the pain you caused them. You need to look in their eyes when you apologize to them and make it sincere, brother.
I'm really, truly sorry for the incident and the stuff that I said. It wasn't right of me to say that at all. It needed to be just let go and nothing said whatsoever. And I truly apologize for the things that I said to the both of you. It shouldn't have even went that way.
anybody who's come up in the boxes, we are trying to keep it respectful as possible. kids are not going to be brought up. That is reaching off app and Snapchat calls. Y'all don't have him. We can get y'all something calling him. But this is going to be as respectful as possible. So my goal here is to, let everybody know, one, kids are off limits. Two, keep your relationship as close as possible. Don't go letting the whole app know that your relationship, because like I said, it's like the presidency. You will find everything about you that you didn't even know you had going on. And three is that, if we make mistakes, we all fuck up, brother. We all fuck up. I've done it myself. Okay, I've had to come out here. I've had to eat crow. I've tried it with ball sauce, barbecue sauce, ranch, fucking blue cheese. It don't taste any different. I've eaten crow.
I've eaten it myself.
Yeah. And sometimes
I have no problem admitting when I'm wrong. I am woman enough to admit when I am wrong, and when I say shit that is wrong. I have never had anybody that knows me. I am a woman of my word. I will own up for my shit when I am wrong, but I refuse to admit when I am wrong until I am apologized to personally by my damn name, because my children adored that man. And for him, even he didn't bring my kids up verbally by their names, because that would have been a whole nother freaking ballgame. I would already be on my way other places right now. But the fact that they were even brought up, these kids are special needs kids at that. And to bring them up was wrong. Like, as Texas, I haven't spoke on this shit. I'm not even in any groups or anything. I don't even talk anymore about this shit because it's not worth my time. I don't have time for this shit anymore. If you want to be what you do, you. If you're happy, I meant what I said to Stacey. I want you to be happy. I said that from day one. That's all it's ever been since day one. It is what it is. I'm not butthurt. I'm not upset. It is what it is. But to keep it going, when you...
One second. Blue Eyed, please do not bring up nobody's actual government here. I'm gonna mute you for a second. Please don't bring nobody's government up in here, because I don't do doxing. How do I get that thing to go away now? Come on.
No.
Oh, okay.
It's gone.
Okay. Yeah. Please don't bring nobody's name up here. One thing is, okay, I'm part of Faceless. We've been on the app for a very long time. We stand on several different things. We don't deal with doxing. We don't deal with kids being brought into situations.
Nope.
While you may know his name off the app, and that's commendable, please address him by his name, whether it be church, the one and only church, whatever it is. But we're not going to do doxing in here. If anybody can unmute her, I don't know what TikTok did. I can't figure it out, but...
I have a question. I have questions. You say these kids are special needs? Are special needs?
Mine are. But two of my children are autistic. And they
and I promise you, your lucky Dark got a hold of you and talked to you on the phone. Because he was calm about it. I wouldn't be. Because special needs kids has a special spot in my heart. And if you ever go after a special needs kid again, I'm about that pull up life. I'll drop my addy to you, specifically to you, and I will meet you halfway wherever you're at. I will take care of that mouth. There won't be no taking special needs kids into anything, because and everybody else knows in here that is crap.
Sorry.
My bad, Dark. My bad.
Go ahead, bro.
Like I said, I will own up to my shit. I will admit my shit. I did call him today. I did leave him a threatening voicemail where I threatened him and I threatened his girlfriend. And I don't give a damn because my kids got brought into it. Will I apologize for that? Yes, I will. Because I am a woman and I will own up to my shit. But if my children if I even get a whisper of it again, it's game over. Like, that's not even cool. Like, you unfortunately were not blessed to have children, unfortunately, and that really sucks. But and I know you wouldn't be able to do that had you had your own children, because parents can't do that to other parents. It's just not we can't. But to bring that up to be that low, I know you well enough, Church, that you're not that bad of a person to get that low. So what got in your head is beyond me, because that shocked me, and that takes a lot to shock me. That was like, I had to listen to that. I listened to that video 4 times. And the third time I was in tears shaking because I wanted to drive to Michigan, because I have your address. But I haven't. I have not doxed you. I could have. I have not. And I will not. because I'm not that bad of a person. I did threaten that, and I still hold that card because the next time anything else happens, I'm not holding back anymore because my children are innocent. So are all the other people involved in this. Because if I'm not mistaken, when we were going to war with another girl, I brought up something like that and I got my butt jumped for even, I didn't mention her daughter, but I mentioned making her an orphan, and I got my butt jumped and I vindicated for it very, very quickly. It didn't take all this to do it. I went right to her and I told her specifically, I was sorry for what I said because I should not have said it. But I mean, my number hasn't changed, neither than any of those other people. You could have came to any of us and told us privately and just owned up to it. This wasn't even, I appreciate everyone doing this. Whoever's running this thing, I really appreciate it. But it wasn't, it could have just been taken off the app and taken it to directly, because none of us change our phone numbers or our TikToks or our Facebooks. We all have our same shit. All you gotta do is unblock and say, hey, I'm sorry. I truly mean it. I hope you can forgive me, and then reblock us. That would have been more.
Can I say something real quick?
Of course.
The reason why this is being brought up is because this was brought to my attention in 2 different ways.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Ow.
One was in my Toxic Box Live.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, who's got the echo?
Probably me.
And the other one was in my DMs.
I don't say.
Now, if I would have known from the get-go this was about children with special needs, I would have gone about this a whole different way.
Well, let's not also forget there are several other women that had.
I mean, there's an unborn baby involved in this. There's an unborn child. I mean, there's a lot more than what most people know. Like, this isn't like, that's why everyone got fired about this, because these are our children. These are our babies that we brought into this world that we protect on a daily basis. That should, I mean, I get people get upset and I get you say things you don't mean, but there is a huge freaking red flag where I'm no offense, but if you are that low of a person that can bring up a child, dude, there is something that massively needs to be addressed with you personally in your life. Because I know you say you're happy and I'm happy for you. I hope you are happy. I truly do. But if you can go that low, no one can say what you said and be a happy person. There's underlining issues there. And you know me, I bring shit to you straight from the get-go. From day one, I've been straight with you.
Right. Matt, you want to say something on that? We got 3 more people here, you guys. I've got to get ready to head to bed myself. I got work in the morning. But I've got 3 people in here that have not speak yet, so I'm going to let them super quick. I'm gonna hop off here. If anyone else wants to jump in my box, I'm gonna go ahead and hop over. I was working with my family, but if you guys, anyone else want to hop in here, I'm gonna go off here. I was waiting for this to pop up, but church, I wish you nothing but the best. I truly do. I hope you and I don't know what her name is on TikTok anymore, but your significant other have a wonderful wedding, have a wonderful life, and are able to do everything you want to do in your life. I truly wish you the best. With the bottom of my heart, I do. I truly do.
But one thing y'all need to do, get everybody together that was affected in this area and get on a call on Snapchat. Have somebody intermediate or, be there to take care of the call. It's not a jump call. It's not anything else. You discuss your problems. Church, if you got underlying problems, find somebody to talk to on the side, brother. Find somebody to talk to on the side and help you with them problems. Because it stems back to a depressed life that you try to take out on everybody else. Is what it seems like. If you're having problems in your real life, brother, hit my DMs. I'm not going to come at you crossways. I'm going to talk to you and we'll figure out the underlying problems. My DMs are open for people that need help or do anything else. And if you're going out and attacking somebody, we need to figure out what the underlying cause of that is. But you need to get into a call with all these people that you hurt. You need to discuss with them. You need to straight up apologize to them. I'm not getting on you, brother. I'm not getting on you, and I'm not trying to. What would you say it? How would you say it? I'm not trying to make what you did great. You did some shitty stuff. You did some crappy stuff. But you need to talk to people and get this worked out and get it all figured out. But you need to talk to somebody on the side to figure out what the underlying problem is.
I would like to say something real quick, please, and thank you. I am not coming sideways. I was, along with Cammie, one of Church's little sisters, two of Church's sisters. We went at people all the time for that guy. I mean, a lot of the females, we all went at each other. And he brought children into it. He attacked us, even brought us into it knowing that we shouldn't have been involved. Cammie's children got attacked at one point for people.
Hold on,
And
we got an echo.
oh,
If you're bringing up, these are all TikTok names, right? That you bring up, it's not no one's actual names.
yeah, Cammie, that's her TikTok name on here.
Okay, thank you.
Anyways, I want to say that this should not have gotten as far as it did. It should have been stopped a long time ago. But the fact that every single one of us, including myself, went back and forth, and did not stop it, I'm sorry for that. I do hope and pray that whatever he has going on for him gets better. I can't imagine, I'm not excusing his situation, but you can tell on his face that he is depressed, and I hope that it gets better. I hope that he does find his happiness. He does deserve that. He knows. He was there for me when I
Left.
when I went through a situation, So I appreciate that, but it definitely
All right,
should
why
not have
did he
gotten as
dip?
far as it did.
Well,
I don't know. Okay,
why
Queen,
you
I'll be
go?
right here.
I didn't see an alert at all, but I wanted to address a comment that I seen roll across. And I'm not going to say any names or anything like that because we're not about, calling people out like that. But it's when it comes to the comment section and everything, if you've got people that are engaged in a discussion, we do our best not to interrupt. So, like, if a comment flies by or something, we'll address it when we can. Just so you know, it's not that people don't care or that we're ignoring or whatever. It's just that it takes a little bit of time because we don't like interrupting people.
Yeah.
Sorry, Doug. Thank you.
Yep. I'll say this. I know he left out of the live. I hope that he left out of here on a chance to go and fix himself. I hope that he gets the help that he needs. However, I will say, if there's any videos dropped, like I explained to people earlier today, if you see a video dropped on him or dropped from him, I need you guys to screen record it.
We can't anymore. He's got his, after he dropped the drone about our kids, he put his stuff on private.
His account should still be on private if it is private.
Oh, okay.
Gotcha.
Okay, y'all.
And no, I'm not an MD. I was just saying that you could tell that he's upset. You can tell
No, when he-
forever to know when he's really happy or when he's not.
When everybody started talking about it being an underlying problem, did y'all see the difference in that man's face?
Oh, yeah. I have talked
He
to
has
him on that
underlying
level
problems,
before.
and
He's told me. Yeah, he's told me that before. That's why I brought it up. I wasn't trying to throw him under the bus, but I talked to him beforehand back in early January, and I asked him about getting help. And we talked about him going to talk to a therapist because he was so upset about happened to his mom and, him wanting to find the happiness his family had and his how he was raised. That's what he told me from get-go. And I'm like, that's what I want for you too. It's like everyone deserves that happiness. Everybody on the planet deserves that. But you don't go about it the way you did it. It's not fair,
Right.
But like I told him, I said, man, like I just told him, said I would have come different at it if I knew there was special needs kids in it. But after watching him in this live, he meant the apology he said on that video, right there in that live, when he turned his camera on. You could see it in his face.
Yeah.
It's not, of course, he left the live like somebody said in the comments. He left the live because he was beat down in that instance.
Yeah.
And when you really start watching and looking at people's faces, you can see the mood and the, their acceptance of what they did start showing up in their facial reactions. He knows he did wrong, and he knows he can't take it back.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to say what I said to bring him down by any means. I'm not that kind of person. I'm a person on this app that's been banned 8 times because I try to build people up and people don't like it. My issue with him didn't just stem from that. It's also because after what happened between he and I got called a narcissistic B word, a C word, and every other word you can think of for absolutely no reason less than 3 hours later. For no reason.
Yeah.
And I get to get an apology for that. And that was broadcasted live on his live. And I wanted an apology for that, so I was raising my hand. But I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. He apologized to my kid. That's what matters to me.
I promise you, I'm not sticking up for what he did. That will never be right in my book. But the way the color went out of his face and the facial expressions went off, you can see that there's a deep underlying issue that he is taking out on everybody.
Yeah, I knew that.
And that's exactly why he got out of the live. He left because it hit him hard when we started talking to him.
I just wanted to apologize that I did say depressed, or if I did, diagnose anybody. However,
I can barely hear you. Talking.
I can barely hear you, sweetie.
oh, okay, sorry.
Oh yeah.
So, I just wanted to apologize for saying depressed or anything like that and not being anything MD or whatever. But, I also know that Cammy and I have known him for years, and what's going on is not him. Every bit of it is not him.
No, it's not.
Right. And that's the thing is, like I said, I'm not going to speak on it. We did have a conversation this morning, and he did speak to me about a little bit about what's going on. And like I said, it's not my place to tell. That's his to tell.
Yeah.
Just know that we did have a conversation this morning, and some of that does factor into it. What I need everybody to do that has access to him or is able to see his page, let us know. My hope is that he takes this and he recovers from it. It seems like it, somewhat from what I can see, seem like probably a pretty good individual when he's not, stressed out and got stuff going on,
Yeah, for sure.
The live came today because we were asked to host it. Rebelology Sucks there. We were asked to host it.
And we thank you for that. We truly do. For
Yes,
those that are not
thank you.
here, I'm
And
speaking for them
again,
as
I
well. Thank you.
apologize.
Because there's about 8 more of us that are not in this live, and I can't speak for them directly, but I am to a degree. But we do all thank you very much for at least trying and doing what you have done. It may not seem like it made a big difference, but to us, it really did, because this has been going on for weeks. It has been tireless. It is every day has been something new, whether we said something or not, whether we did something or not. It happened every day, multiple times a day. And it's like, just let it go, it needed to be squashed. And then when that happened today, that was lighting a whole nother fuse that it lit a fire under his ass real fast. And when I caught wind of it, it was done. Like, that's why I called. And like I said, I admit I did call him. And I told him he can keep the voicemail for all I care, because I meant every word I said. Because I don't mess around when it comes to my kids.
Star, I'm sorry. Yeah, I can tell you that it did cause a lot of PTSD for these girls too.
Yeah, it truly did.
Texas, what were you going to say?
If he truly wants to do that phone call, I have no problem getting all the females together.
If you guys need a mediator in there,
that'd be great.
Let us know.
I will get a hold of you or Little Big Mouth there.
Texas, if you do the phone call, you just got to make sure everybody stays calm, because nobody knows the underlying issues.
Yeah.
He needs to be accountable for what he did, but you could see the color drain out of his face when he was apologizing.
Oh yeah.
He meant to apologize. He meant the apology. He meant everything he said right there. And that's why I said, y'all got to understand, when somebody's mental health, if somebody's mental health becomes involved into a bunch of stuff, the depression and the anger where he's lashing out might be a cry for help.
Yeah.
And that's one thing, man, I can read people pretty good. And when I made him turn the camera on, it's when I wanted to see his face, and I wanted to watch his face when he was making the apology, so I could read his actions and the way he reacted when people were talking to him. Yeah, and I started watching his facial expressions and everything he was doing. He was sincere with this apology.
Yeah.
He really was.
I hope so.
And y'all
I
need to
truly
get in
do.
that call and y'all
I
need to
really
talk
do.
to him, because this might lead to somewhere else. And nobody wants that.
Yep. Definitely.
No matter how bad he has been, nobody wants this to go any further than that.
Yeah, no.
Riders Queen has a question or a comment. Go ahead.
Okay, and I apologize. I am losing my voice.
You're good.
And I do also thank you all for getting this together. But this is not the first time, the second time. This is the third time that he's hurt my children for no reason whatsoever, and he has put all the blame on someone else's bamboo. Like, you know what?
Yes.
I am not. I'll blame someone else's bamboo man enough to say, you know what? This is why I blocked you, and take accountability for why you blocked me. Don't blame everyone else, because I will tell you what happened on my end. I was talking to him, and I wanted the video to stop. I told him that I would go to my mama and let her know. He asked me to relay a message, and I did. And when he did not get the answer that he wanted, I automatically got blocked for no reason. And my daughter absolutely adores him. Like, anytime I was on the phone with him, I couldn't get a word in. Like,
Mine too.
so,
Mine were the same way.
for me personally, I don't accept the apology, because the first time he apologized, his camera was off. Like, so for me right now, I don't accept it. I cannot. Until I know, and I will download Snap, that way Texas can get hold of me, and I can be in that call. But I need to know why. When I did nothing wrong, like, to help.
Yeah, and what we'll try and do is we'll try and get Texas to get it initiated, and either myself and Little Big Mouth and maybe a couple other faceless members will be in that call to help out, and anybody who wants to talk, is welcome to show up. I'm not going to do it in the next couple of days here. I want to give him time to sit and think about what's going on, and hopefully this is a change. Like I said, I'm not going to go into details what he spoke with me about. It's not my story to tell, but
No, that's okay.
I understand a little bit, and I hope that he takes this as a lesson and he changes his ways, becomes a better person from it.
I hope so too.
What we do need, though, is somebody that's close to him and still talks to him to reach out to him and have him in conversations with him,
You read
so
my
he does
mind.
not do anything.
The only person that I know that used to be in contact with him no longer associates with us because she was outed for taking information back to him about what we were talking about privately, about trying to consolidate again, not against him, but trying to consolidate with each other in our private lives. And she was running back to him, and she ran away from all of us. So that's the only person that we personally know that still talks to him on a good level. He's blocked all of us. But
Okay,
that's
brother.
why we had to go
You
this
think
far
you can
because,
keep in contact with him?
Yeah, I'll do what I can.
Okay, we just need somebody to keep in contact with him, because there's something underlying, and with him being fronted like this, it could lead to something else that we don't want it to go in that situation. Because, like I told y'all, his color drained out of his face when he was making that apology. That apology was sincere, and you know, people were knocking him in the bottom. His color drained out of his face, and the facial expression completely changed. He was sincere with that apology.
Yeah, it was genuine.
Sorry, Matt. Will you reach out to this guy?
That was.
I just wanted to say thank you again for standing up for all these amazing people, and including him. Thank you very, very much.
One of the girls in the comments said his sister's in here.
Yeah, I know that men's mental health isn't talked about enough, and so thank you for bringing awareness to men's mental health. Thank you for bringing awareness to all of us, and thank you for being mediators for all of us. I, among others, are
Thank you. Yes. We appreciate you
survivors
now.
of domestic violence, and it kind of brings a lot of triggers, but you guys did this very well, so I appreciate it.
I know that they said that
Yes, thank you.
watching. Understand that this is not anything attacking him. I tried to keep it extremely respectful here. So if you're watching to see if we're doing anything, we're not bad mouthing him. We hope that nothing but the best for him. There's obviously some people out there who are probably still upset, and that's something that will have to be addressed at a later time. The main goal tonight was to get it out there to people to understand that while he made mistakes, he was sincere in his apology. Rebel, I know you had something to add. I'm not gonna be too much longer, you guys. I gotta get up in the morning and get to work. But
Well, when like you said, we'll wait a couple of days. I'm available anytime. I'm a truck driver, so we can do a call anytime when the ladies are available. We'll work. So I will get with all of them and see if they want to do the call or if this was sufficient for them.
okay, we'll accommodate either way. I'm a truck driver too, so I leave out in the morning. So
Same.
And I wanted to. Oh, I'm sorry for cutting
go
everyone
ahead.
off.
Go ahead.
I wanted to publicly thank Texas Rebel for literally standing up for every single female in that whole situation. He was there for hours, for days, for all of us. We would just talk and he would just be there and he would just support us. So thank you very much for that. And I'm glad that we can finally close this chapter. Let's all have a wonderful night.
You too.
You also.
You too.
The main goal was to
Hold him accountable.
accountable. Like I said in the live earlier, for anybody watching, we all make mistakes in life. It's how we learn. No one comes out the womb and knows how to walk, knows how to talk, knows how to go to work, how to make money. No one comes out knowing that stuff. You've got to make mistakes in life to learn from them. And unfortunately, sometimes when you cross that line, and like I said, I've done it myself. I mean, I've eaten crow. Like I'm no saint at all by